out in my pendulum.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. We haven't been here for a couple of weeks, and I'm so glad to be back with Mark. It's nice to be with him again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
always
And
fun.
Alaska. And Alaska's there. Hi,
Alaska and Buttercup
Alaska.
here too.
And
She's
Buttercup.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're both
Yeah.
in their spots.
They're both in their very good spots. That's
Yeah,
wonderful.
little
Well,
sugar plums. Yeah,
don't you think this summer is just absolutely bananas? It's already August 15th.
yeah, it's crazy. And I tell you, like my regular plants and flowers and everything, they've all struggled all summer. Like
Really? Okay.
just not
You've had a lot of
growing.
heat. You've had a lot of heat there, though, haven't you?
Humidity, but
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I planted tomato plants and they all just did so weird and everything. Not like they usually do. I mean,
Maybe they're Republicans because the Republicans are weird.
I think the earth is going through so much, the plants are confused. They don't know what to do. And they're like, ah. But,
Yeah, you might be right, Mark. You might be right. Absolutely. Anyway, everybody, it's great to see you. Go ahead and put in some questions if you have some, and we will do some readings. And of course, you can always ask a medium or psychic question, or Mark's here today. So if you have an animal question, we know you love those.
yeah.
And the only thing I'm asking for everybody here is if you are asking for a reading, would you please stay? The reason being, it's very hard to read for people that aren't in the chat. And we'd like to know that you're here when we do the reading. And that's really the only thing. And we'll try to get as many done as we can. I see Lorraine's got a very long and drawn out one that we'll start with. But thank you,
like
Lorraine.
Anything today, couldn't they, Aley, with just me and you? It feels like
I know we could do a lot more, couldn't we? Yeah, that's right.
Whatever you want to ask us. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So hello to Emerald Buddha and Lorraine and Franny and CJ and Charlie and Diamond and Phoebe Combs over on your channel. Nice to see everybody. Yeah. Thanks for being here. I'm Aley from Heart and Soul Connected, and I have Mark from Spirit Whisperer. And Mark's getting more people going to his channel because he's doing some political readings now.
A few more.
So,
I'm still small fried. I doubled.
Yeah, but you're good. Hi, Suzanne Grigsby. It's good to see you. And hello to Scott Scorpio Sun. And okay, Emerald Buddha, I got your question. Hi, Bright Shiny Ray. It's nice to see you.
Hi, Ray.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Anya. Okay. Bernie Girl is here. Thanks for being here, everybody. Just a laid back show today. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling. It's like one of those lazy, what is it? Roll out those lazy, hazy, crazy days of summer. Those days of soda and pretzels and beer. Remember that song? Yeah. Hi, Nancy. Hi, just visiting. You're thinking of buying a permanent cold laser device to help scout your yellow lab with his hurt leg or knee. Well, that might help. My husband he has a cold laser that he uses. He bought one. It's a professional one. He uses it for everything. He even knows a lady that used it on her mother with Alzheimer's, and the woman remembered stuff. It was amazing. Yeah.
What do you do with it? I never heard of one.
It's like you just scan it on yourself.
On your head or whatever?
Yeah. It doesn't have any kind of electrical impulse or anything. It's just it's color laser. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So just visiting is asking, would it help him? So we'll do a reading on that, honey. Hi, Bright Shiny Ray. Hi, Bernie Girl. Got yours. Hi, Cheryl. All right. So I got your questions, everybody. And we'll go ahead and start because Lorraine has a 3-parter. So let's see.
Right.
Tell me who's visiting me when a single white appears to be a feather. I always look for a bird, never one near. Is it an angel or a fairy? It just happened a few minutes ago. Came outside and saw this notification. I could only smile and my heart pounds with anticipation to hear an explanation. And it always appears floating unattached and often disappears into the big bush across from my front yard. Always small, always white, slowly moving, does not fall down. It floats. Oh, I got the chills.
Yeah. Life is like a box of chocolates. That reminds me of that movie.
That's right, Forrest. You're right, Forrest.
My
Well,
pendulum tied up in hot. I was trying to get it untied, but it won't. So let's do readings instead. Okay.
yes. So Lorraine, first of all, I think it's an angel feather. That's just my feeling. And it's like they want you to know your angels are protected. So I'm pulling some angel cards, but Mark may come up with something else. So let me see.
Oh, my first thought was angel.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, that was the very first thing that
That
came in
was
my
the first
brain.
thing. Yeah. Yeah. Because the way it floats, it doesn't, a regular bird feather would just fall on the ground, right? It would,
No,
yeah.
it's not that.
Yeah.
First, I
So
thought I was going to get like nature spirit, but no, I'm getting like
but
angelic.
in the angelic realm. Yeah. So I get let joy and love be your guide. So I think what it's doing for you, Lorraine, is it's reminding you that the primary purpose of coming here to this world is to live in joy and love. And we sometimes need that reminder. And it's just a reminder because there's so much disturbing us from the outside that the angels want you to know you are protected. It also brought in Michael, who says you can create any abundance that you want. And I love that. And finally, Chamul is asking you to serve with love. And, serving other people can be as simple as smiling at people or saying, hi, how are you today? Or, don't you have a nice top on today? I love the color or something like that. All of those things serve others because they're being seen. And it can be a very special message to get.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a message from angelic. Oh, my brother who passed, his name Michael. Oh, how cute! I mean, how interesting. That's
It
neat.
is. Yeah.
Uh, but it was like, a message, a greeting manifested in earth. So you saw it as like an actual feather, but it feels like it was just manifested. I don't really particularly see a bird
Right.
have its feather plucked or anything. Yeah. But it does seem to have a little bit of something to do with abundance or manifestation, and like reminding you that you have all you need within you. And I got 3 aces.
Wow.
So
Whoops.
that's
It's
a lot
this
of
one.
aces.
I was on the porch singing opera, The Queen of the Night, with the magic flute. Wow. That's
Yeah.
really cool, Lorraine. Yeah.
Yeah. But have you been working with abundance or something? Or have you been maybe looking to manifest some form of service, something? Anyway, the reason I'm saying that, you get the King of Pentacles, but that's talking about you have everything you need within you and you're powerful as, the spiritual
Mm-hmm.
being that's here on the earth. But then also Ace of Pentacles, like feels like some new wealth, a new opportunity, a new earth opportunity coming
Mm-hmm.
that you'll be able just to grab onto. Yeah, manifestation. That's what it's talking
Mm-hmm.
about.
Yep.
That you're going to be
Yep.
able to grab onto and run with, because you also get the Ace of Swords, and then receiving an Ace of Pentacles. Like,
Yeah.
so you started, Ace of Cups. You started with an Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups. So it looks like it's kind of showing a manifestation process,
Yeah.
like choosing it, focusing it out there, and drawing it in. Because the
Yes.
sword,
Yes.
remember, is mental body. So that would be like you focusing it mentally on what you're wanting to create. You send that mental image out to collect physical matter and bring it back towards you. So I don't know, a lot of manifestation cards. And I can't remember the last time
Absolutely.
I got 3
I
aces.
know. I know. It's amazing. So
Yeah,
yeah, you're in the flow here, Lorraine. It sounds like you're doing what you should be doing, and the angels are protecting you and giving you a sign that they are. It's beautiful. Wow. Thank you for sharing that with us. That was great. All right.
is there an angel called Raphael?
Yes,
Oh,
you're getting Raphael. He's the healing angel. He works with people that are sick or need
okay.
help. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
all of a sudden his name came. Yeah, okay.
His name came in. Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I don't know any of the angels, so.
Well, Michael's one and that was her brother, so I thought that was pretty interesting that
Yeah,
he
I
came
know
first.
that one.
Yeah, yeah, you know that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. So, Emerald Buddha would love a reading from her spirit guides. Of course, Emerald Buddha. I hope you're doing well. Oh, you're welcome, Lorraine. Hi, Scott. Yeah. Hi, Christine. Yeah, we are going live. Mark is able to do it um, on his channel, and I'm happy he's doing it. So
Yeah, we're simulcasting.
we
That's
are. So you won't see everybody. Hi, Jennifer LD.
all right.
And anybody else that I've missed coming in? Hello. All right. A reading from your guides.
Oh, Christine's a newer subscriber of mine. I'm so happy she made this live show.
Yeah. Yes, that's wonderful.
Uh-oh, they made me change cards and I was already shuffling.
Well, you know how they are. They're pushy.
I know.
Hello, Capricorn Queen. Thank you. We'll put you on the list. All right. So, Emerald Buddha, the first card I got was Third Eye Activation. It says Brow Chakra, Inner Vision, Clear Seeing. And I love this card because it's almost like a keyhole or a portal. And look at all the emotional, the water, the deep down things. But it looks like you've been working really hard to activate your third eye chakra. And they're acknowledging that. And they're telling you there's so many beautiful things to see here, but also beyond. The second one is the Temple of Truth. That's the throat chakra. That's authenticity and self-expression. And look at the beautiful card this one is. And it's another water card. It's another water card, but it's also got a lot of beautiful trees in the background, and so it's got the water, the air, and the earth in this beautiful temple of truth. Wow. Yeah, this is the third portal. This is the third portal I've gotten, honey. Third one.
Wow.
The first one is this one. The second portal card was this one, and you got the portal card. So my feeling is if you've been working really hard on not only third eye activation, because most of us do that all the time, but also with these 8-8 energies, that whatever you've wanted to manifest during the 8-8 energies will continue till the end of the month, because it is a portal that you can step through in order to gain what it is that you want. So I love the last card. I love it because the other two are outside, but this one is inside. So they're saying you may start to see things on the external world that you live in, but you're also going to start getting information from the light codes, and that will be more internalized for you. Wow, powerful. Yeah.
Emerald Buddha. I feel like your guide, well, at least one, is talking about that I'm getting a lot of wands. Is talking about that you've graduated, like you've made like a graduation kind of, you've moved up a rung or two in your spiritual journey. Mm-hmm. And so give me this Queen of Wands. That's like mastering your spiritual body. And I like this wand, like she's got a crystal on the end of her wand. And, so, sensing a sense of like mastering or becoming better with your spiritual pursuits. They've given you a little gift. It's almost like you might have noticed it, but like it feels like unexpected uplift or windfall, something like that. It feels like they've given you a gift of appreciation for the work you've been doing on yourself. I'm going to say they're talking about you're working on yourself. That doesn't mean you're not doing stuff for other people, but that's what they're talking about here. And that we're ready to move forward. Now you got that Ace of Wands. So you had the Queen of Wands. So even though we've moved up a ladder, that don't mean the climb is over. We're going to the next one. There you go. And just for because you know, this is something we all have to think about from time to time, is when we move up that ladder, so to speak, of you know, awareness and becoming more and more open and more connected and to to the higher energies. Not only do we do it for us, but we do it for the group. So there's always that thing because we're
Mhm.
always connected to everybody. So as we lift ourselves, so too do we lift others. You know,
Mhm.
um,
Yep.
we each serve each other in that way. So this one reminds you of that. And then just before I shut up, Emerald Buddha, did she ever say she was here?
She's here, I believe. Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay. I just want you to close your eyes for a second. Yeah. So this is Dwalkul's energy here, but he's gonna. It's like he wants to. Um, if you're open and willing, it's like he's gonna stick his hand in your forehead. It sounds a little graphic, but he's gonna do a little fiddly faddling there with the third eye.
Okay. Hmm.
Just he wants to adjust it a little bit.
Wow.
He doesn't. He'd like you to recognize him more readily and as him. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's sending through. I know your name there is Emerald Buddha, but there's this really, you know, like he's bringing through this green ray of energy.
Wow.
It's really green. It looks like, you know, it's earthy.
Hmm.
Like Tara is the word he comes up with. But anyway, so he's just going to do that for a minute. I'm not going to take any more time, but he just asked me if I would do that for a moment. Okay. So it's a little bit of, it looks more activated. It's a little, if I look at it, it looks like little sparks kind of flying off of it. So there you go.
So the female Buddha is Green Tara.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yep.
That's what he's talking about.
Yep. Okay.
And I think that's what
Awesome.
that green ray was coming from.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I got. That's got. Yeah.
I love
Wonderful.
that. Love that, Alan.
Yeah. Hi, Thomas. Hi, Jamie. Thank you, everybody. By the way, I've closed the questions because we have 16 of them. So we're going to try to do them. Let me give you an idea what we have coming up. And I'll do this for each one to make sure you're here. I did ask everybody to be here if you're getting read. So Anya, just visiting Bright Shiny Ray, Bernie Girl, you're the next ones up. And then I will do it again when we get those finished. Okay. Thank you. All right, so Anya would love an update on her black cat Buddy. Did energy work the other day? What else does he need at this time?
I love an update on my black cat Buddy. Did I read on Buddy before, Anja? I don't think so.
Maybe, maybe not. I have talked to her a little bit about it.
Do we know what's going on with him? See, or is it just a little off energetically, a little buddy bud?
The last time I knew, he had. I thought it was a blockage or something because he was having trouble going to the bathroom. But
Okay.
that was a while ago. I don't know. Yeah. Sorry, everybody. The questions are closed today. We already have 16 of them. Thank you for being here with us. And sometimes the answers could have meaning for you that we're doing the readings for. So, yeah.
Oh, my buddy Betty White got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Betty. Oh, intestinal blocks, kidneys and bladder. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to pull a couple of cards, but Mark's got the good juju for the animals. Shriveled adrenals. Oh my God. That's what my husband has, is shriveled adrenals.
Oh, God.
Yeah. That's crazy. Been hanging out with Buddy. Oh. Did he make a mistake at all? and like either miss his box. And I get here that he feels pretty guilty about something, and I don't know what, unless he ate something he wasn't supposed to. He is also fairly lonely because he says, when I don't feel good, I don't want to do anything. I just want to be by myself. And this card says he needs to sit up and face the fear that he doesn't know this, but he can heal himself, and he can also listen to the healers in order to do that for himself. Yeah. Hi, J. Catley. All right.
Right. The energy work helps that you did, so I would continue with that. And when you're doing it, Anja, I don't know what kind you're doing. I don't know if it's Reiki or whatever it is. So I'm gonna do a little bit now. I know it's like all of a sudden I'm having to work. But we're going to do a little bit of energy work with little kitty. Oh yeah, he missed his bottom. Yeah. A little bit straight, a little bit esoteric healing. Great. DK. Oh, okay. That's great. We're going to pull a little bit of stuff out though. So I'm just seeing like as if there's his little belly and all this stuff in there. And we're just going to pull some energy out. It's almost, when I do that, or when spirit is doing it and they use my hands, it's really clearing the auric field. It's like there's a little bit of inflammation and it's just kind of hanging there, and we're just helping it move along and get out of the auric field. And as we move it out of there, then it begins to help balance the body. There's still some inflammation happening. I feel like it can get better though. Like you said, that something about, what was it? Shriveled or something. Adrenal
Glands. Yeah. Fight or flight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like that can improve or something.
Well, good.
Just energetically. And keep holding a focus of, what you want, not what you don't want, so that he gets better. And that even if, you've heard stories about how this is hard and they don't recall that, don't put a lot of thought into that.
Mm-hmm.
And just during just a couple more seconds, there's a little more movement in there. And also just, he needs a little more movement just with, going to the bathroom and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like giving it extra, boosting it. So it like the machinery starts to work a little better.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the way he's describing it. Okay. Little kitty, catty, cat. And the kitty's being really receptive. It's like he's used to that kind of work. He knows that. Like he's supposed to sit and receive it. Mm-hmm. Okay. Looks a little better. He might act just a little better, or act sweet or something, or just give a little sign that he's feeling a little bit better. Sometimes I'll do that after the energy work. Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you, Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she got him. Somebody else had already had him, so she doesn't know everything, but she thinks he had a tough time. He comes and sits on her or next to her when she works on him. That's wonderful that you can do that, Anya. Yeah. Thank you.
That's dear. Very cute, because like he was saying, I know I'm supposed to sit and just take it. And then she says he comes and sits with her. That's very cute. Yeah. And to continue to do that.
Oh.
Pamper him, spoil him, indulge him, gives him energy treatments. Mm-hmm. All that helps. And I think he's going to get back up on his feet a little better. He's older, so he's not going to become a kitten, but he's going to be feeling a little more like himself.
That's
I feel
good.
like.
Good. Well, honey, good luck. I hope that Buddy's feeling better soon, honey.
But
This was the question about the laser. Wondering if it would help her dog. So,
okay.
Yeah, let's see if the cards can give us any information on that. I don't know how much yours laser is going to cost. My husband has one, but he bought it for his office, and it was $20,000. So I don't think it's probably the exact same one. But let's see.
So,
Cards
what was this laser for? Was it a dog?
for healing for a dog. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't remember what the doggy's name was, but I guess I could just read on the thing.
Let me see if I can see it. I think I.
That's okay. You don't have to worry. It's about $350. The one they're looking for.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Scout.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks for letting us know that again. All right.
I know I'm so aggravating. That's why we need you here, because I always have to ask a question. It's like, what?
Oh yeah, no problem. And it does. It helps. Yeah. Oh, so what I get as far as his reaction to it is that he would love to have that done, and I think he also would be content in having it done, and would just kind of lie there and be happy with what you're doing for him. So would it help him? I don't know, but it could create an atmosphere of love and contentment for him at the very least, which is always nice to make the animals feel loved and feel better.
Yep. Just visiting. I think Scout's gonna like it. He's gonna be like a good patient. I love this. Awakening, eyes wide open. So he's gonna be receptive to it. I can see him laying there going, "What are you doing?" And you're putting a little raise on him, but he just lets you. Is it a little yellow lab? He's a yellow lab. I love it. And I think it helps. Integrity, presenting it all together to you. I think it makes him feel better. And then I get a celebration, acknowledge your victories, like as if it does help. It's a positive, like thing. And then, so I want to use you as a guinea pig, and you let us know.
Yeah.
How that
definitely how it works for them.
So
how it works
for to others if that's something good.
Very much.
That helps.
Yeah. Thanks, just visiting. Hello, Celtic Seer. It's good to see you too. Hope you've been fine. All right. Bright Shiny Ray is next.
Ray. Would like
Spirit
message
guide.
from her guides. Good girl, Ray, saying she's here. Just like
Thanks, Ray. Yeah. First thing I got for you, Ray, is that during this time of light codes coming and streaming in and the energies of 8-8 and the ascension, you are working on ancient portal openings and you are working on healing the past. They say that if you can heal the past, or if you heal yourself, you can also heal your ancestral lines both ways. And a lot of us have to, it's the intention that matters. So it's the intention to heal the others so that the karma gets cleared. But look at the energy all around healing your past. I see the very big energy. And I get the Lemurian Dolphin Temple. It says, share your song. Okay. My feeling is that it's almost like, say, sharing your story. We can tell people what our song is, but you don't have to physically sing a song if you don't want to. But what that means is you need to share using your voice. Especially if you're going back and get ancient healing to help other people, or to just impart your wisdom to others, because one person's experience can really touch on another because we're all connected. So I think that's a beautiful message for you. Thank you.
Yeah, me too. Okay. Little Missy. I agree with that, what Aley said, especially in the part that you have stuff, knowledge that you could share with others, and you kind of keep it to yourself. This Queen of Pentacles. So, see how she's looking down there? And you have earth stuff about earth and plants and seeds. And I know this about you, but so I already know that. I need to be psychic. But this is like talking about that, and that you actually do have knowledge that you could share more than you do. Sometimes you do the thing of saying, "Oh, I don't have anything
We all do that.
important to share. Nobody wants to hear my stuff." But I think they do. That's that old naggy mental that likes to get in there and tell us that we're not good. But their spirit, because this is a message from your guides, is urging you to speak out more. There's that Page of Swords, a lot like what Aley was saying. Swords are mental, but that's also vocal. It's like words, thoughts, words, expressions. So, they're just encouraging you to do that a little bit more. Now, they did mention your past came up, like childhood, like perhaps with a sibling that's kind of up. And it seems to be, like you said, seems to be asking for action or a little focus on it, a little. Of course, the Knight of Wands is pretty frisky and passionate, and I think like interaction is passionate. I know you don't. I know just from knowing you that you don't have a lot of interaction, but if you did, it would be pretty passionate. And then there's kind of this waiting for things to change, and I think you might have to be a little more proactive to instigate change in that department. Now, of course, that's up to you. But that's kind of what I'm getting. I wasn't going to really bring that up until you mentioned it, but that's a little bit what I'm getting about that part. So they're talking about that. They know that's bothering you and that's on your mind. And so we're talking to your guides and they're going, yeah. But also they want to give you a little more credit than you give yourself. There's that big thing they want to tell you.
Right. That might be that ancestral healing thing, because our past is part of that, of course. So, wow. That was, yeah. She says, yep, passionate, universe's joke. Yep, I appreciate truth. Oh, big love, sweetie. Yeah.
When I laugh, it's just a knowing. It's never.
Yeah, I know.
You guys, I just relate, and I know.
Yeah, I totally get it as well. I think you can't get to this age where you don't have some of that inner knowing, and because Mark and I are 2 days apart, same year.
Yeah.
Right. It's pretty connected.
Yeah, and I have to laugh so that you just move on, because something just needs to laugh on.
That's true. Yeah. All right. So Bernie girl, it's been a whirlwind for you, Bernie girl. Wow. Okay. I hope in a good way. Let's see.
Bernie girl.
So the next 3 people will be Suzanne, Nancy Riker, and Diamond. If you're here, make sure you're here for your readings. Thank you. Uh-oh. Mark left. Oh, he'll be back. He will. All right. Hopefully his internet didn't go down. There he is. All right.
I don't know what happened.
Was it something I said?
What happened?
I get it. I knew you'd be back.
Yeah. That same thing happened today on Ramon when I was working
Oh,
with,
really?
yesterday. Yeah.
Okay. It's like you're
Hello.
afraid to say things because the
Yeah.
universe will say, nope, I'm going to take
Yeah.
him out. Okay, so Bernie girl, I have that
Oh
you
no,
have come
somebody's
to
at my
some,
door.
yeah, you've come to some illumination. Oh, okay. You've come to some illumination. Look at the keyhole. Here's the keyhole, and what is through that keyhole is light, divine light and beauty. So there's some kind of illumination that you may have had or maybe gonna have about your whirlwind world that you've been talking about. So it's that aha feeling, or you'll come to a realization here because you're going to be thinking about what it meant to you. The second thing is it's part of your soul's journey because here's the soul card. And if you look down, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel and how beautiful it is. So I believe you've also been working at night in the light code area. You're getting some downloads and it's working for you really well. They want you to trust that. They say we only put you on the paths that you're able to go. I bet Mark is buying Girl Scout cookies. That's what I bet's happening. Finally, we got divine law. Everything is surrounded by the 12 divine laws that we have, law of attraction, and so many more. If you don't know what they are, check them out because they're fabulous. And they kind of give us an understanding of how these divine laws work and how we can make them work for us. So there you go, Bernie girl. And I'm going to pull one more card while he's out and about doing what he's doing. And I got, ooh, they want you to take a trip to a sacred site. Look at that. How gorgeous is that? And you know you can do it in your mind just as well as you can do it in person. All right, Mark, I said to everybody, I bet you're getting Girl Scout cookies. Are you?
Neighbor. No, it was my neighbor's
Okay.
son
Okay.
telling me a story.
Okay. There you go. All right. So your turn. Take your time.
I never have a visitor, but when I do, it's always when I'm doing this. Always.
I know. Of course it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you do Bernie girl?
I did. Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Do you want to do that or do you want to move on?
Well, I didn't really pull anything, so we can.
You didn't pull anything? Okay.
No.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right.
I'm sorry about that.
Thank you, Bernie girl. All right. So Suzanne Grigsby says she'd love to talk to Angel Grace, her deceased white and black dog. She was unable to walk while she was alive. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sorry, Bernie girl. You need ACL surgery. Okay. Well, we'll send you lots of love and healing for that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, and plus I just pulled 2 cards, and that looks kind of like surgery is in your future, and so
Yeah.
don't worry about it too much. I think it'll go fine because that looks like what's coming up next.
Okay.
You've been feeling a little like now surgery, it's a little bit like that, but
okay. There you go.
Okay, so Suzanne with her dog. Grace.
Hi, Cheri. All right. So I'm getting Angel Grace really felt you treated her beautifully, that you loved her for who she was and what you saw. And even when she was having trouble walking, she always wanted to please you and love you dearly. Her self-worth was always high because you loved her and others loved her so much. The next card I get is anger. And it could be that she was angry with herself for her limitations near the end, that she couldn't get up and walk the way she wanted to. Animals are here to serve us, especially dogs. And when they can't serve us due to some reason. I think sometimes, they're very despondent, or they can even they can nap. You don't know if they're in pain, and they nip because you might have touched them. So she wasn't angry with you. She says she's sorry if she nipped at anybody. Finally, she says, "Thank you so much. It was an honor to be your puppy dog." She said, she's acknowledging you and me and we. She said, "I loved being with you, Suzanne, and I'm still with you in spirit. And I acknowledge you, and I thank you for bringing me up. I know that you don't forget me."
Yeah. And that lifetime, that time, she was kind of, her soul was growing and learning about different ways you can be of service as a dog and stuff. But she was also experiencing a little bit of victimhood, like poor me,
Mm-hmm.
a doggy that can't run and play, and I'm pretty pitiful. But even with that, she was made to feel content and satisfied. Like she wasn't, even though she might have had to lay around a lot, she still felt necessary, important part of family, well cared for, that people loved her. Um, and she had a peaceful passing and a crossing, and she hung out in heaven, but I don't think she's up there anymore. I think she went to another experience where she can use her legs, but it feels like I don't get her being in heaven right now. It feels like she's already come back after a long rest and all that. But it's like she says, but I needed that life in order to have this. It was like they're connected. One led to the next.
Cool. That's lovely. Honey, she really still loves you so much, Suzanne. Please know that. Yeah.
Grace.
All right. So Nancy Riker, a message from your guides. All right. Thank you. Thanks to everybody who's come in. It's wonderful to have you here. Oh, I knew I was going to drop that, and my dog just was scared to death.
Oops.
It's all right, Caramel. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, honey.
Oh, poor Caramel.
That was a loud noise. She hates the garbage truck, too.
My dogs aren't fans of noise either.
No. Something about it is terrifying for her.
The old horrible garbage truck.
That's right. All right, Nancy. So I had pulled 2 cards from this activation of light, and I'm working with these decks because we're going through the light codes and the changes and the downloads. The first one I get is beautiful. It's from the Order of Metchizel deck. It says, "You are embraced by light. Your mission is going to be uncovered, and do not give up." So whatever it is that you're doing spiritually, or physically, your guides are working with you. They're giving you that lit energy in order to get things done. And they're asking you to make sure that you ask them, because I think what happens with us is we want to put our energy into something, and we get ourselves exhausted from putting out so much energy, when we could ask for others in the spirit realm, or the angels or our guides, to help us work through whatever it is with their energy as well as ours, so we don't get so tired out. And you got the Gaia Gateway activation. So what's coming up for you are new learning experiences, new wisdom transmissions, and earth intelligence. So make sure you do get out there into the walking on the earth, and in the grass. You could take off your shoes and ground yourself, because Gaia is saying that it wants you to feel that energy coursing through you and feel connected to Mother Earth.
Okay. Hi, Nancy. I don't know, this message seems to be like for a lot of us, probably, but also for you in particular. But maybe many of us will be able to relate.
Uh-huh.
So, this time we're living in, it's kind of rough and tumble. I don't know. It's a lot. It just feels like a lot. And so the first card I get is the chariot. But look at this chariot. It's wild horses running. And the
Mm.
energy is like that. It's just coming, coming, coming. Like we keep getting hit with another dose of energy. It's not really for the meek, I don't think.
Right, right.
Yeah, it's kind of, okay, there's another one. And it's like a steady stream. So you get the high priestess. It's that spiritual.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then this card look like it's fog coming up. So it just it's filling, it just keeps coming. So, and it's a lot. And so because of that, and because we're here on the earth and we're living through it, and those of us that are kind of consciously doing it or participating or at least acknowledging that something like that's going on, they'll be, we got to take time to balance. And you might find you're needing to balance more than you want to or than you think is necessary. And when I'm talking about balance too, it's like downtime.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
I know Aley just took a couple of weeks off. I've been really kind of aggravated with myself because I've had really low motivation.
Oh, me too, Mark. Yeah.
And I have a lot of things I could do, not even taxing. But I'll just sit and do nothing. I don't know. It's weird.
I can't sleep at night when I go to bed. I think of all the things I need to do, but then when I get up, I can't do them. So I get it totally. It's like a paralysis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm normally like a do it kind of person, and I know you are too.
Yeah.
I don't just sit on my thumbs a lot. I mean, I like to sit, but not this much.
Right.
And also, it's just that like a motivation. I just go like, I'll even get my stuff. Like I have a few things to do to take to my shop. I'll put it all on the table. I'll get all the stuff, and then I'll just
stay home.
Well, I won't do it. I can't.
Yeah.
I have everything all gathered.
Yes.
And I'll just do nothing.
Yeah.
I'll just lay back. It's getting to be frustrating, but maybe it's because I need more time than I think I do, and I have to balance. And so that's currently, and so I think they're reminding, I'm very tired. Yeah, honey, me too. And we're not done yet. So you get this 8 of Wands. Oh, for frick's sake. Am I disappearing again? Oh, and look at that. Look how energetic that looks like. See all those wands coming? And again, wands are spirit body. And look at that light in behind them. It's like that new, it's a lot of energy coming. So I'm thinking they're saying, we're not quite done. So you're going to probably still have that feeling of, oh, I'm so tired, or why am I so tired, or what's happening?
And it does help actually that we all are feeling this way because we know it's not us. Because I've heard this over and over. People are exhausted. People are tired. They're not sleeping at night. They're having a hard time getting through the day. And so please know that, we all are, we're all connected. And that's the other thing. If one is feeling really low, then, this can go around in a circle. I'm not so sure that this has to do with the Mercury retrograde, but I do believe it doesn't help things because, you're doing something and then it doesn't turn out right. Like my husband made some bread and it never rose. It was like a waste of his time. So stuff like that.
Mercury retrograde this time for me is spilling. I just spilling something every 5 seconds and like a big, like in the cat cup never happens. She hit a cup that I had about this much liquid, and somehow that much liquid went over the entire kitchen floor.
Oh my God. It was like a water
an hour to clean it up. And I'm like, and I don't feel like even drinking that liquid. And now I had to, and then I just the other day, I just knocked something and just went all over the entire,
God. Yeah.
So it's like spilling. And I thought, is this Mercury retrograde?
I know. Crazy, huh? Yeah. Oh, you thought it was ADHD inertia? No, it's not. I mean, you've got that going for you, Anya, but it's really not. It's like the sun energy and a lot of other things, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Hello, Leah. Welcome, honey. Nancy, don't rest. Take time to rest, sweetheart. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you that this is for her son, Adam. But he's usually right there with her. So I need a message from spirit for my son to keep him going. He's losing hope in his struggles. He's going through a hard time. I believe he's trying to get work, and you know the drill.
So
and when you're younger,
struggles.
I think that's what some of the struggles are. Yeah.
It's just
so. Please correct me, Diamond, if I am incorrect, because I haven't read for you in a few. He is okay. Yeah.
Adam.
Yeah.
And health issues too. Okay.
Health issues. Okay. Thanks, sweetie.
Okay. Starts piling up.
Oh, watch your diet. No processed foods. Celtic Seer says Pluto is retrograde for the last time. It heads into Capricorn. Solar flares aren't helping. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Oh, wow. So what do I pull first? I pull his health card. Wow. I'm hoping that he is under the doctor's care because, of course, that would be the first thing that I would recommend if he's having health issues. But I'm pretty sure he must be. It says here that perhaps whatever they're doing isn't particularly working out well for him. There's Alaska coming over to say hi. So, Adam, I don't know if you should be really honest with this doctor or find it somebody that can help you with whatever health issue you're having. I can only tell you my husband's had him since November, and we have no way of knowing what his problem is still. So, I'm wondering too is there's a lot of autoimmune diseases that you have to really have for a long, long time before people will even believe you, so I don't know if that's it, but I do get the good luck. I get a 4-leaf clover here. That's good news. I mean, it's luck is on your side. I see that things are hopefully changing for him. It's saying, though, it's a double-edged sword. In this case, it says to cut out injustice, conflict, and aggression. So maybe the good fortune is a double-edged sword because maybe he'll get a job, let's say, but it's too tiring for his health issue, or maybe his health issue would be hard to move into working in the way they want him to work. So I'm going to pull one more card here and see if I can get some more clarity on this. It says, lighten your load. He's got a lot of things on his back. He's got a lot of pressure on him, and he needs to lighten his load in whatever possible way he can. And if that means going outside and sitting in the sunshine, and I don't know, it might be too hot where you are, but he's got a lot of burdens. And the only way the burdens are going to be lifted is if he believes that they will be lifted. If he sits and says, I don't have a job, I don't feel good, over and over, or thinks it, because it's everybody, then he brings more to himself. He's got to say, he's healthy, he's got a great job. Those affirmations will be better for him than wallowing in any kind of sadness. Yeah. All right.
Can't agree more. And actually, and I mean literally doing affirmations, like saying them, singing them, writing them, thinking them.
Yeah.
And stop the madness in the brain, because a lot of that, I get that same thing. And
we all
and it's not any big, you're not special about that, because we all get it. But what's happening, Adam, is that it's it's rolling on itself. So it's really more of an emotional thing, but then it starts to affect you physically and mentally. And so it's because the physical stuff is kind of coming from this emotional, mental unrest, I think. So I would almost want to address that even before the physical. I mean, unless it's something,
Yep.
There's a lot of emotional energy going on. Here's the Queen of Cups. I'd probably have a good cry about this. There's just this energy of, I give up, kind of. And I don't know what the frick I'm supposed to do, or what more. And just feeling defeated and overwhelmed, and like, nobody likes me, everybody hates me, I'm just going to eat worms.
Right.
And I'm just saying that because I know it. But
yeah,
and then it starts compounding on itself, because, like attracts like. So it's that thing, you have to kind of you have to stop it. Even if you yell and say, stop it.
Stop the madness.
Stop that cycle. And bring some balance into it. So one way you do that is simply with positive affirmations. I know that sounds simple, but that
really
helped me a ton.
Yeah.
A ton. I mean, I couldn't meditate. I couldn't focus. I had to really, really change that negative mental attitude. Now, you guys probably think I'm pretty positive minded.
We all have to struggle, Mark, at times.
Yeah, at this point in my life. But I had to work on that a lot. And now it comes more naturally. I don't have to work on being positive because I just am. But so we need a little bit more balance in that. Now, the other thing I'm going to say to you, here's this temperance angel. This is the perfect time to have a private one-on-one with Source, with the Creator, with God, whatever you like to call that, the universe, and say, I'm at my wit's end. I really need assistance and guidance. Won't you work with me in a partnership and get through this? Move to the other side. Because guess what? As soon as you ask, you receive.
Yep.
And the universe will go, oh, yeah, we love that. We were just kind of waiting for you. Right. Now, you might say, I already did it, but I want you to do it seriously. It's from your heart. It's a heartfelt request.
Correct.
I want you to assist me. I can't do everything on my own. I'll be able to do what you guide me to do, but I need some more assistance and guidance. So here's the Hermit. I want you to get quiet with yourself. It always makes me think, you don't have to do this, but like kind of on your knees. And when I've been in that, I'm usually crying and all that stuff. Don't have to, but it's a very emotional.
It is emotional. Yeah. And you begin to see that thoughts are things.
Yeah.
Everything starts with a thought. And, when we're down, we tend to think more negative thought. And it's a cat chasing its tail. Yeah.
Exactly. Right. I forgot to tell you that Queen of Cups was upside down. I had it like this. But that's why I said it was a lot, that you might feel like crying and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then you get the World. So that's an end coming to this challenge.
Just like Clover.
But
cool.
I'm going to really encourage you to pursue a working relationship with the universe to get you out of this, because then the end comes, and then you get a King of Cups upright. So you have your emotions are supporting you. You're more your own best friend instead of my own best enemy, kind of a thing. You get onto the other side of it, and then just as final outcome, we get all these cups, but an Ace of Cups, because this is a gift. From the universe. They're going, we'd love to work with you on this, as far as getting you the service that will serve you and others to their highest good and pay you and use all your talents. There's a place for you. Don't think there isn't. Go forward, buddy.
It's only during the dark nights of the soul that we really, really grow in leaps and bounds. And it sucks to go through. It really, really does. But we tend to look back on those experiences and say, wow, if this hadn't happened, I would have never realized this.
Right.
Yeah. And it's all part of the growing experience. Anyway, Diamond, I think you already know that. But, that young people, even my husband doesn't want to listen to me, but he'd listen to Mark. You know, there's something about knowing someone really close that makes
I
you know
know, like you
yourself.
can't tell
Yeah,
your family nothing. That's true.
that's right. That's
But and that's a good thing too, because the other thing is, like, once you just try that out and see how it works, that's
yeah.
all I tell people. Just try it.
Just try
Just
it.
ask
Yeah,
the universe.
yeah,
Ask it with your heartfelt request, um,
yeah,
and see what happens. Because what you learn then is, oh, I can kind of avoid going into the
yeah,
dark night if I
yeah.
just remember to ask right in the beginning instead of waiting until I'm all done.
I
You know,
know.
because I had to catch myself still today. I go, oh, wait a minute. I forgot to go to spirit on this one. No wonder I'm struggling so much. You know, anyway.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. So I have Phoebe Combs, Capricorn Queen, Craig Dixon, and Franny Smith. Those are the next people. And just let us know that you are here. Hopefully you are here. Good luck, Diamond and Adam. Much love, Adam.
Yeah.
All right. So Phoebe, I hope you're still here. She has a cat named Tuxedo, one of her male cats. Why is he such a fraidy cat? His entire life and wondering if there's anything that can help him. All right. Yeah, I don't blame you, Mousy. I understand. Yeah. So Phoebe, are you here? Let us know, honey. If not, we're going to move on to Capricorn Queen. Are you here? I know you're here, Craig. Franny Smith, I know
Where's Phoebe?
you have some Okay, good. I know you have some challenges with you being blind, but if you could just put yes, that would be great. Franny. All right. Oh, good, Phoebe. Thank you. All right. Oh, this is a hoot. The first card I get for you is companionship. Your cat, this is a dog card, I know, but I don't have cat cards, so you'll have to forgive me. But your cat wants you to spend a little more time, but if you have other cats, do you have other cats or a dog, or the cat got scared by something, and I'm getting that maybe it's the alpha in the family, whoever the alpha is. And he said, you know, I'll spend time with you. Can we just go into a separate room and sit and maybe spend time together? And then I get creativity. The cat's saying, find creative ways to engage me. You know, it might be that you get a new, what is that, catnip mouse, isn't it, putting a little mouse thing and entice me to come out of my fear. But I really do think there's something to do with either the other animals in the group, or perhaps when he was a baby he got hurt by something and he's afraid of repeating that. But Mark is the guy. So
Wow. We'll see here. So our little guy, did we get his name? Uh,
Tuxedo.
Tuxedo is his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Little Tuxedo Kitty.
Uh-huh.
I had one of those, and her name was Astro. Okay. Well, they were both rescues in the office, very up. Right.
Yep.
He has a shy spirit. So that's part of him. He kind of was born shy a little bit. And then some of the early days encouraged him to believe that shyness was the thing. Mm-hmm. So he's always had a little bit of cautious, beware the dog. He's always a little bit on, and you said that, like he acts nervous and he's scared. But that's kind of that's part of him. So I would, talk to him and say, oh, well, that's okay that you're shy, kitty, by nature. Instead of, I wished you weren't, or it'd be nicer if you weren't, or there'd be a better way to be a kitty. But just acknowledge, oh, that's a way to be. That's interesting. I have a shy kitty, too, among my
family. Yeah.
And interestingly, when you kind of accept who they are instead of this thought of maybe we could change it or blah, blah, what happens is they begin to change when you accept what
Yeah.
they're showing you. And
Yeah.
just even imagining, like you saw a little picture, little tuxedo wanting to sit in your lap and feel a little more confident. So expecting the best. Like, I love you the way you are. And also, you can be more outgoing. That's okay too. But if you're not, I love having a little shy kitty. It's kind of like
Mhm.
that. It's okay for you
Accept.
to be you. And it's also okay for you to come out of it a little bit if
That's
you'd
right.
like to.
Yeah. That acceptance is there.
Right.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah.
Because either way, you're a part of our family. And that's just it. You're the one that's a little bit more shy than the others. But we love you anyway. And kind of
Mhm.
accepting them for who they are. Now, I've had to do that with mine. And I don't know, she just got a lot more brave the more I just allowed her to be not brave without kind of, I wish you could be more brave, or it's sort of like worrying about it or wanting her to, the other kitties are so much more brave. And I'm, but when I just finally decided, okay, well, you can just be who you are.
Mhm.
Uh, and this little kitty, both my two that I have that are most shy, they were both abandoned in a pomegranate tree when they were really little. And
Oh.
so I think that affected them because nothing else ever bad happened to them because I had them the rest of their life.
Yeah.
So, but when they came tumbling out of the tree into my yard, and they were a year apart. It was one kitten, and the next year was another kitten, and the mother
Okay.
was never anywhere to be found.
Mhm.
But they'd already been weaned and stuff, so they probably had a lot of. They were raised, who know how. Their mother, no
Yeah.
telling how hard it was to get them up to that point, and it was
Mhm.
scary, and you had to be
Yeah.
on guard. So there could be something like that. But I'm just surprised at myself because I'll get that kind of thing from Panda tell me to try it, and then I'll
Yeah.
do it, and then lo and behold, oh
Yeah.
look who's here all of a sudden, being all like brave and everything. And then
Right.
I just acknowledge it. Oh, and I'll say something like that. Well, look who's little Miss Brave all of a sudden, and they're kind of slow at changing, but in a way, you
Yeah.
just give them that opportunity to
You
do
let
it.
it go. You let it go. Absolutely. That's
Yeah.
beautiful. She said she hadn't thought about it that way. Well, that's awesome. Thank you, Mark. That's beautiful.
They do try to live up to our expectations of them
True.
or our
True.
thoughts about them. So sometimes if you get hooked on a certain thought, that's like if they miss their litter box and
Mhm.
then you're just thinking, do not poop on the floor, don't 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 poop on the floor. That's how you're thinking. Then they just
Yeah.
poop on the floor again because they get confused about that picture. They're telepathic. They're kind of going with your thoughts about them. They want to do what you want them to do, but if they just
Right.
see poop on the floor, they don't necessarily read the don't part
Right.
because they don't have
Right.
that negative.
That's negative,
Yeah.
right? That's
So
right.
you have to
That's
sometimes
right.
change it. And I've had to do that over and over with different situations with my animals, and it does help.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're welcome, Phoebe.
Yeah. So Capricorn Queen, I saw you just posted, so now I know you're here. Thank you. You've been looking for a business analyst job. What do we see?
Business
Wow.
analyst.
Good for you.
That sounds hard. Okay. For me,
Yeah.
not for you, but for me. That would be hard.
Yeah. Everybody has their own job.
Yeah.
Not I would not be able to run a zoo. So there you go, Mark.
Mostly I just picked up poop, so you could probably do that.
That's true. You're cleaning up after either individuals or animals. That's right. That's right. All right. Very good. So Craig, you're next. Franny next. Maria Marino. Let me know if you are here, please. Rock collector Christine Thomas. Those are the last ones we have right now. We are a little bit over, but we'll try to finish these for you. Okay. Thank you.
We've been doing pretty good though.
Not bad. Not bad. especially since Dwell Cool decided to come through.
I
That was
know.
cool. That was
Yeah, and
cool.
I
Yeah.
had to do that stuff at the beginning. That was different too.
Yeah, that was awesome. I like that.
Well,
Okay, Rock Collector, thank you.
yeah,
Go
I get
ahead.
good energy, Capricorn Queen. I get an Ace of Swords, which is a big positive. Yes,
Yep.
aces are yes, but then I also get a Queen of Coins, which would be like
Oh,
a job that coins
money.
are physical
Yeah.
manifestation, and you're a lady. Actually, your name is Capricorn Queen. Look at there, and so
Yeah.
uh, attracting the job you want. So I do see it coming. Uh,
Yep.
Now, I'm assuming that you've put out some, uh, applications or stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
There's possible that one might not come through, but that's because it's not supposed to. So don't get too hung up on it.
Uh-huh.
If you you might get a no before you get the yes,
Yes.
but it's coming. Because
Uh-huh.
those are the first two cards. That was just like a big
Very
old
good. Yes, and Celtic Seer saw that she might in September or October. Things were.
yeah.
I got here. You're going to find one that you really love, that you have graduated, maybe even to a higher pay scale from your experience that you've had. And then you're going to have a lot of fun there, even though being fun is relative to everybody. But I got the disco ball, so it looks like you're going to get along with the people you work with, and maybe like them. And I know I found my best friend at a job, so that's
Yeah.
how that works sometimes. So yeah, there you go. Congratulations. And if you are a Capricorn, and I think you are, then know that what you are doing is exactly what Capricorns do: paperwork and financial stuff. And the reason I know is I have a Capricorn rising sign, and I used to do income taxes and mortgages, everything with pen and paper and all that stuff. So I find that to be very interesting. So thank you so much. Yeah. All right. So, Craig, you have a cold. All right. What is it?
Okay.
I hope it's not COVID. Have you taken a COVID test?
Yeah.
But you're in New Mexico. How has the weather been? It's probably been hot. That the dust from the dirt. Why am I getting sinuses? I'm
I
getting
know.
sinuses. You too? Yeah.
Well, just the word allergy came all of a sudden.
Okay.
No.
This is interesting. I got this card, but I think it means get a neti pot. Do you know what a neti pot is, Greg? It's kind of looks like a genie bottle, like I dream of, not sideways, or a gravy boat, let's say. And you run it through your nose and you irrigate that area, and it might help if you're having any kind of sinus pain. I don't even know. Maybe you aren't, Greg. Maybe you're not having it in the sinuses. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dry. It's the dryness. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that neti pot would help that, wouldn't it? If it was dry.
It would. Yeah. Yep.
I don't know. It might be, but I think like cold symptoms. So
Oh, CJ, you have the neti pot too. Yeah. It's amazing. It's wonder, and you can get it at the drugstore. It's not hard to find, or at Walmart probably, if you go there.
well, I get a lot of wand energy, which is kind of trying to talk to me about the fiery heat, like it's hot
Mm-hmm.
there, and it's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of hot, and
Mm-hmm.
that it can just that energy there, and maybe it's even a little different this year or something. It feels a little more oppressive.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I get this. It's like it takes a toll. It's like, oh my God,
It does. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
pooped or something. It feels like, yeah, head
And
eating
he
aches.
has rheumatoid arthritis, so
Okay,
that is, yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I get that. But also, as soon as I was going, it said, yeah, but he can do that. It says it can even make your arthritis act up and stuff, and
Yeah.
that can
Sure.
make you feel a little like that your glands or your what is it? Your your own healing system. What's that called? Immune.
Immune
Oh
system.
Lord.
Yeah. That's
Your
true.
immune system feels a little bit like working, but I don't get anything like, I don't know that I don't feel good, and who likes to not feel good, but I don't get like a big old serious, there's something wrong with your immune system, or there's something like that. It feels more almost like environmental. I'm getting
It could be.
and
It could be.
taxing, but that would be like heat.
Yeah, that could be. But Celtic says with rheumatoid arthritis, you need to watch your diet. That's the second diet direction we had today. So everybody needs to be doing this. Don't eat any processed foods, and watch your diet from mainstream media. Don't go there either. But we are not doctors, so you're right. So this is entertainment purposes only. Lymph nodes. Okay, could be the lymph node. Maybe.
That's why I think
Sorry,
maybe
darling.
I'm looking at the autoimmune system, because I felt like I need to look at that first. But maybe that's because of what you said about Clara. It was very
Oh
weird.
yeah.
But when I looked into it, I didn't feel like it was that. Like,
Didn't feel that way. Okay.
No.
All right.
Felt like it was like working.
Okay. So Franny Smith says she has never had a reading before. And I'm so happy you're here, Franny, and we would love to give you a reading. And tell her about her guide and if they have a message for her. So there you go. Yeah.
Okay, Franny.
Yeah. So Franny, we all have a lot of different guides. Some of them help us with silly things like internet guides, parking guides that help us find a parking space when we want. And then we have some that are very serious and they help us throughout our lives, but we do have to ask them to help us, as we have to ask the angels and we have to ask any ascended masters. And that's who Mark channeled earlier, was Dwal Kul, who was a Buddhist monk, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Mark?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So your guides are probably personal to you. Some come and go. But let's see what they have to say. I hope that explains it for you. All right. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Oh, Franny, I got a great group of cards here. So I know you are visionally deprived, but that shouldn't deprive any you of your dreams and being able to clearly see what it is that you're dreaming or in your head. Your guides are encouraging you to, if you can, to listen to your dreams, watch your dreams, watch what's being said in them, what things you are looking at or for. And that is a message. They are messages for you. So they're saying your guides can come in the dreams. You can ask them their names. You can ask what angel you might need to help heal you or whatever you need. But dream life is just a second part of our lives. It's the second, the time we have where we really do release and let go. And if you can talk into the machine after the dream, you can come and I have a dream show on Tuesday nights. You can come and ask about them if you're not feeling clarity about them. But they're saying you can visually see things in your dreams. And they're saying there you will find the truth, because the truth is a mirror in that situation. So I really love that for you. And that you're not limiting yourself because you have this issue with your eyesight.
Oops. Did you freeze? Oh, I think Aley froze. Hi, Moon Scarab.
Sorry.
You
Yeah,
froze.
I know we went away.
Okay.
That you don't have the impression that you're psychic or you have any kind of spiritual abilities, but the truth is you do. And so you can build upon that. And I would just suggest the dreams as a start. So there you go.
I don't know. I do feel like there's like a particular guide that's been communicating with you, first of all.
Okay.
But I got all these swords, a lot of swords. And what I'm hearing from the guide is they want you to speak up more.
Okay.
To share what you know. Like, I feel like you receive like inspired ideas, thoughts, like you might have words of wisdom to share, but you kind of don't. You kind of keep it to yourself. And I think you're a good communicator. So you get the Queen of Swords again and the Ace of Swords. So they want you to speak up. Sometimes you might even bite your lip. Here's the Four of Swords, because it wasn't going to give me nothing but swords. But they're saying trust that you have something to add. That's what it feels like. You don't have to set everything out. You can participate a little bit more and put in like your 2 cents. So here's this. I got the Hermit, but it's like it's giving me the guide that you communicate with. So I don't know. I think if you are in meditation, there's an energy you commune with. You might just call it God or the Creator. This is a pretty good God image. But there is an energy that communes with you. You hear it. You talk to it. It might just feel like you're talking to yourself, but you are communicating.
Mm-hmm.
It gives me this energy. I almost feel like, like God.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And sometimes you get frustrated when it comes to communication. Because I get the Seven of Swords. But this is more like it's aggravating, like getting your words into type, that sometimes is aggravating because you'd like that sometimes thwarts you when it comes to communication, or it frustrates you a little bit. But I feel like you have some knowledge that would be nice to share with others, according to your guide here.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. We all have something, every single one of us, and you wouldn't have been drawn here at all if you hadn't realized in some way that they have been encouraging you to understand what your gifts are. And there's no gifts that are better than another. I mean, we are all light workers. Some of us are empaths. Some of us, we can hear things or see things, but everybody has their own path, and yet we all are on the same one. So we welcome you and thank you for your question.
Have you been writing stuff down? I don't know. I kind of get the feeling maybe you have been, like,
or taking notes, so that dictation, or
something like that. It feels like that. Oh, I want to write this down because that was so interesting, or whatever, something like that. That's coming from your guide, though. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Maria Marino, are you here? Because for some reason I hit the question, and it went away. Oh. So if you could just quickly tell me if you're here and tell me what your question was, that would be very, very helpful. But we are almost a half hour over, and so we really need to wind this up. But it's been a pleasure to be here with you, Mark, as always. Yeah, we had a great show.
It's the two of us in a long time, and it's great. I love it.
Yeah, I know. It's wonderful. So I'm going to give you a couple more seconds here, because I know there's a delay. If there's a delay for you, Maria, I think it's Maria. I think that was your name on Mark's channel. Maria Marino from Mark's channel. Yeah. If you're here, tell us, please. In the meantime, I can say you can sign up, and you can go to Mark's channel at Spirit Whisperer. He also has some other shows that he does. He does his own show Saturday, where he does animal readings. and his grandmother comes in and reads sometimes as well. And Mondays he works with Debbie Freebird
Right.
Spirit, and they also do a show on that day. So
That's right.
yeah, very good. Well, I don't think she's still here because it has been a long time.
That's true.
Thank you very, very much, everybody. Much love to all of you, and thank you, Mark.
Yes, guys, and I really appreciate all you guys being here, bringing your questions, hanging out with us. Love you.
Yeah.
And of course, Aley, love her too.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye-bye.